All right, Tommy. Jetta had a really good question about wall balls. Wall balls. So kind of like your top tips for it, how to be efficient, how should our feet be moving. So if you can explain that to us, that would be fantastic.
So number one, a wall ball, think about it, is really simply just a squat. So you kind of got to think about what is the first principles of a squat. Where are my feet? They stay flat during the squatting portion. I'm loading a little bit more of my heels on the toes, posterior. Again, because you're going to a target, obviously your eyes might be a little bit higher than in a regular squat, but you can kind of use the ball to help guide you to that position. So when you set up, generally the rule of thumb is you're about an arm length away from the wall. Give or take, you can be a little farther back. I like to be a little bit farther back. And then again, it's just a squat, so make sure that you set up in your squatting stance. Feet flat, glutes on, tummy on, all that good stuff. From there, when you set up with the ball, again, you're simulating that front squat position, so the elbows are high, and again, you're focusing on keeping your squat position as you go down. Now, as you extend, you want to make sure that you're using your hips to do the movement. And again, the higher the ball, the easier it is for me to use my hips, because more likely I'm going to throw the ball to the target. So then it's an extension, and then from there, I can repeat. Now, you asked about coming up onto your toes. Great, that's awesome. As long as you can move back into your squatting position once you come up onto your toes. The problem arises is, obviously, I have the advantage of being tall, so 10-foot target isn't overly challenging for me. But let's say I wanted to go to 12 feet with the white and the blue there meet. I might now have to jump. I might now have to create more power, more extension. So yes, the answer is you're allowed to jump as long as you can finish back in your squatting position. So say I was going to go for that target, I just hit squat, jump, and again, when I'm landing on my feet in my squatting stance again, can I go from there again? Versus here, and now I'm all off track, and now I'm in the bottom of a squat, but not necessarily the best squat. So if you struggle with wall balls, the idea is make sure you're always in a squatting stance before you start again. Because if you're not doing a squat anymore, you're just letting the ball put you in a position that may resemble a squat. And then as far as like cycling them together, yeah, I mean, I'd rather you see you guys use a lighter ball and be able to pull yourself down right into a squat every single time. And again, if you come up on your toes, all the power to you. And if you want to start to jump, just make sure you're in that squatting stance before you do your next rep.
Wall balls.